Welcome. Howdy, how you doing? I think I've done this topic once before, but something in the news and a few things in the news come up and kind of reminded me about it again, and I'd just like to run through a few things here. And that's about DNA tests that men now can actually get a home kit for, and you take a swab of you and or the father and the child, and send it off, and in I think about a day and a half or something. And I believe in the UK it's £99 or something in that region. And I believe in America you can still get it in certain states, and some states have made it illegal to do that. And why would they make it illegal? It's not costing the state any money. The person's going to be paying for it, protecting the woman from her lies, because women have every reason to not want this, because it'll find out how or who they really are, and how they've lied to not only the man but also their own children. And you can't have that making women look bad, because we know women are all good, don't we? Do we? I mean, I personally think it should be a law that when a woman has a baby and names a man on the birth certificate, that there should be a DNA test done to say that's all above board, and that is correct what's on the certificate. I believe there should be a law like that, and I doubt if there is going to be one, because that would cause a lot of trouble. And let's face it, if women weren't lying very much, there wouldn't be a problem. Women wouldn't have a problem with it. But because they do lie all the time, as we know, men, and especially you MGTOW men out there know that, and some of you men out there who are not MGTOW and you do have children, maybe you should get a DNA test done and to prove your wife correct, and everything would be fine. Okay, they say that I think it's 1 in 5 men find out that the children aren't theirs. That's something that should never ever be, really. And in some states in America, I believe it's as high as 2 in 5 men, I believe. I'm not sure the statistics in the UK, but I'm sure it's quite comparable to the same. What made me think about this sort of thing was that thing in the news in America, where that man killed his wife and then killed his 2 children. And I think he went on an interview as well, thinking that he got away with it or something, and he didn't get away with it, obviously. And for a person to be able to do that sort of thing to innocent children is beyond my comprehension. And I'm sure he's going to get his just desserts in prison, because they like to take care of their own, and no matter how much they protect him, which they will do, not the government will try to protect him in there, but I don't think eventually he will get his just desserts. But you've got to think to yourself, what type of person who is in the society could actually do that sort of thing? Where is their mental state at that time? Obviously not normal. They've obviously got some mental issues that they should have seen a doctor about, but because nobody could ever really do that, I don't think, without any mental issues going on. But now this is the thing, though. This is the thing I want to point out. I was reading up all about it and everything else on quite a few different sites. These were, well-known media places, where apparently he was having an affair or something, or the marriage wasn't going very well, and he asked his wife for a divorce, and she said to him that you'll never ever see the kids again. Now that, regardless of whether you need to divorce or you're not getting on and everything else, she shouldn't be using the kids to weaponize the kids or as a lever or anything in that situation. And who knows, if she hadn't have said that, what might have happened differently, who knows. But she shouldn't be using it or saying that, and apparently she did. And the trouble is that women, and I don't care whether the good women out there, all women that I've ever seen have always used the children as a weapon, as a lever. Whether they're in trouble with their marriage or not in trouble, they still use the children as levers and as weaponizing them against the man. Every time I see it, and good women, bad women, they all do it. Now, if the woman really loved and cherished her own children, she wouldn't use them in such a manner, I wouldn't think. It doesn't come across as a caring, loving mother. But they all do it. So they only use their children as pawns, just like they use the men as pawns. And beware out there of men who are married now. They will use your children, and you must have felt the woman was using the children as pawns and against you, or trying to sway your mind in some way, and they'll use the children to do that. You must have know that out there, guys who are married right now. And you've accepted it as the norm, I guess. I don't know. But it shouldn't be the norm. You should never use children for any other means like that. I don't believe, anyway. That's what I think, how lower than low women can stoop. So you be aware out there, guys who are not MGTOW yet. The women will do that. All women do that. I have never ever met a woman or seen a woman not do that in my whole life. And that's just the way they are, guys, okay? Because to a woman, your feelings, the children's feelings, are secondary to her feelings. She is the most important. Not the children, not the man. They are. They are the central of the universe. So just be aware of that, guys out there. If you guys out there are going to get married or anything, or thinking of having children, just be aware of that. Even your nice little Suzanne will use the children as levers against you. Just remember that. I'd just like to point out that I'm not condoning any man's physical action towards his wife in any way because they use them as weapons and levers. I'm just saying that women do use them as levers, and I think that is barbaric in itself as well. I feel better for that. I hope you do too.